All right, and YouTube, it's been a while, but I had to make sure that I got here because we got more comic books. And we got some other stuff today too, which is really, really, really dope. Poppy! Might as well bring it over there. I went to my local, I went to my LCS, my local comic book store, where they have a lot of new, modern comic books. You know, I don't collect any real modern comic books, so I didn't go there for that. I actually went there today to pick up some new statues, which would be great for the office and the comic book room up there, because I think that I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to collect comic book wise. I guess there's a few more books out there that I could stand and get, but ultimately not anything that I'm, you know, going crazy over or looking for. So we got one thing open already, and basically it's the cover. This is the cover to my giant size X-Men that I did have that came, and the book needed a cover very, 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 very badly. So we have a beautiful cover for it that has been reproduced, and we will be doing a restoration on the book. Maybe I'll get the book, give me a second. So like I was saying, this is a facsimile cover that has been recreated for my X-Men comic book that we will be doing a restoration on because it needs a cover. So there are a lot of people in the comic book collecting hobby that shy against purple labels. You can call me a purple label king. I personally don't care. This is the book that came, and I'm going to do a restoration on this, meaning I am going to add the proper cover to this book. I'm going to add the proper cover to this book. That way this book will just be restored and just present itself, you know, it would present itself beautifully. I'm not somebody that's purchasing these books because I intend to sell my books. We're going to have a lot of giveaways on this channel, so if you collect comic books, I can tell you something right now. I'm giving away some very expensive comic books as I talk to you now. These are other mentions that came. The Death of Gwen Stacy came. We have the Death of Green Goblin that came. These two is what I needed for my collection. I've said it in prior videos, I wasn't really too concerned with getting them, but in order to be a purist and actually complete the collection of Spider-Man, I made sure that I got them. We did get a book replaced that is on my wall that is in horrible, horrible condition. And the leading lady in my life, she actually spent the $500 on this book because we seen it was going for so cheap online. It would kind of be criminal to not get it, knowing that this book is going for anywhere between $700 to $1,000. Time lapse. We have in a CGC 4.0. I don't like the little bit of writing on the cover, but it's better than the one that I currently have. So this 4.0 will be on my wall, and I'm going to be very happy to have this on my wall. I do have it in worse condition, and that will be a book that we will be giving away. I might as well show it to you now. This is what I had in my collection, and as you can see for this cover here, we'll get a close-up on it, and we'll put the close-up on the screen. So you can see it as I talk to you. But the cover here is like really, really, really damaged. And initially when I was collecting, of course, you just got to be happy with whatever you can get your hands on. There weren't too many books that I seen at a fair enough price when I got back into the hobby about 7 months back. It took me about 5 months to complete the majority of my Spider-Man collection. And now I'm just replacing books that I feel like I could have in better condition or I might want to have signed. And this was one of them. So shout out to the lead lady in my life, because look at this, beautiful. This would be in a future giveaway. Definitely get that book up there. I don't have to have the book in my collection, seeing as we already do have it in a better grade. For this X-Men book, it's gonna be worth it. You know, we're gonna put this together. It's gonna be worth it. Of course, the book has to be, you know, cut a little bit, but we'll get all of that situated. and we'll get this book glued on and together, and then it will be presented like it's supposed to be presented, which I'm really, really, really happy about. Again, like really, really, really happy about. Let's get to the next one. We have Along Came a Spider. I think this is the first time that the X-Men actually meet Spider-Man. Someone said this was the second appearance of the Dazzler, but I don't remember seeing her in this book. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. And I don't know if I showed you guys before, but again, we had these in raw copies. We went and we got these. We repurchased them and we went and got the signature series for these because I just felt like these Wolverine comic books should have signatures on them. I will be replacing some of the Spider-Mans in my collection to get some yellow labels. I like yellow labels. I like purple labels too, to be perfectly honest with you. Again, there are people in this hobby that feel like it has to be complete with no anything. And to those people, look, kudos to you. I'm not somebody to tell you what you can have or shouldn't like or whatever the case may be. I'm just not that kind of guy who would ever do that. And I just want the future collectors out there to understand and know that you don't need to have a perfect book in order to have a great book. The idea of this hobby, as far as I'm concerned, is to make sure that all of these great characters live on for future generations to be able to enjoy and learn from and learn the original stories. Not too much what's going on with the new stuff. I'm not a fan of it, but as far as all the old stuff is concerned and I'm concerned with, this is just great material, and I would rather have it restored than not have it at all. A local comic book shop today, and I picked up some statues. Some small statues today. Thor. Picked him up today. Got Thor. Let's see. It's not too much detail on this, but there is some detail. But the thing about being an artist is, you guys already know it, we can touch up this statue here and we can actually give it more detail. We can actually do a way better job detailing this statue. So maybe this would be something to look back and look forward to doing in the future, because I do have a Hulk statue that's over there that I will be doing a paint job on to give you guys great content on. Now that we're done with the Thor, we have two Thors and we have some other ones too. Let's go with this one. This one is my favorite superhero of all time, Spider-Man. We'll open the Spider-Man one up. And it's still a great Spider-Man figurine, and it does sit in place when it's just down and it's out. So it does sit in place. There you go. It does sit in place. It's pretty good. Maybe a secret. And who do we have here? The Green Goblin on his glider. So this is a dope statue to put next to my Spider-Man statue. Thor, this is beautiful. This does have a lot of detail in the face. It has a ton of detail in this statue. And I think I might have to turn this camera around to show you. Look at the detail in his face. The detail on the hammer. Let's see if I can get it there. There you go. Has the writing on the side of it. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful statue. And this is gonna be great over there with the rest of the collection. All right, so we did the Diamond Select Thor. But the piece of resistance is this Magneto bust. Number 211 or 271 out of 1,000. This has some serious weight to it, you guys. This bust has some serious weight to it. When I mean serious weight to it. This bust is not light at all, and it is very intricate. Let me see. Yeah, this is amazing. The detail in this is ridiculous. This is beautiful, you guys. This is absolutely beautiful. I have to show you. Okay, now this is the up close of this Magneto bust. Oh my God, the detail in this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this bit of the content, which was the unboxing. This is my favorite villain in Marvel comic books, because he's not really a villain, he's an anti-villain. Then after him, there comes Venom, as far as like anti-heroes are concerned or whatever. But he's probably the most, if not, he's to me, he's the most powerful mutant in Marvel Comics. Magnus. You guys at Fat Ogre here in Houston, Texas. Because this is where I purchased this from, and they gave me a great deal. They took 20% off of it, so this is just a great deal. I'm really happy with this. You guys, sending my blessings to you. Thank you again for tuning in. Told you more content is coming.